We could do, definitely, with a second Juggernaut Maximum. 6th Dudley Dan, okay. This is the Hidden VTuber channel. I'm Hidden, and we're doing something a little different in Vanguard Zero before we hit a ranked match. Today is the last day of the first Spike Brothers clan event, where you can farm in-game resources to use on an event gacha containing only cards from the featured clan. In other words, with a little luck on your side, you can gather cards for a single clan more easily than in the normal gacha, which contains multiple clans and an ever-expanding card pool. I've not yet opened any packs for the event, so we're going to do 4 10 pulls right now. Not only that, but we're also going to throw together a deck with what we pull, regardless of how good or bad our luck is. We're then going to take that deck into ranked, so let's get this started. Okay. Cool animations would be nice. Okay, so no guaranteed triple rare in these 10 pulls. That's not to say we don't have a chance of it, but it's not guaranteed. 10k Vanillas, Express. Okay. No double rares yet. Okay, so we have a perfect guard. That's the 3rd, including the 2 you get for playing the event up to 50 games against the character. Anything? Nope. Okay. By the way, my luck in gachas tends to be terrible. So, now that we've got a 3rd perfect guard, we might not get anything at all, or maybe we'll get 6 or 7 perfect guards over the course of these 10 pulls, and not these 10 pulls, the 40 pulls, and nothing else, which wouldn't surprise me. Okay, a Skydiver, that's the first. It's a key card in the deck, so it's good to see it. Yep, all commons and rares. Commons and rares. That could become a catchphrase over the course of these 40 pulls, so nothing too impressive. We got a Skydiver and a 3rd perfect guard. So let's check out the next 10. Any cool animation for the guaranteed triple rare? Nope. Okay. Now, I have done 10 pulls in the normal gacha, where I've gotten nothing above a normal rare in the entire 10 pull, so that is also most definitely possible. I'd rather not have that, because that's going to make winning in a ranked match particularly difficult. 2nd Skydiver, that is definitely something we want to see. Can we see a 3rd? Or a Dudley Dan? 3rd Skydiver, that's good. And a Dudley Dan. So these double rares are both key cards in the deck. So we're looking for 1 more Skydiver, more Dudley Dans, 1 more perfect guard, and then triple rares in general. Any. We haven't seen a single one yet. Okay, so that's the animation for at least 1 guaranteed triple rare. So we're going to hit 1 at some point, no telling when. anything yet. Nope. All commons and rares. General Seyfried. Seyfried? I think that's right. Being prepared for streams, knowing what the cards are called. Yes, this is the main ride of the deck. We do want to see more of this, and the other RRR Juggernaut Maximum as well. Oh, okay, so apparently that is a thing. So that is possibly a non-guaranteed triple rare. What is it? A Juggernaut Maximum. Okay, so we've got one of each of the triple rares. We kind of do need more copies of those to make a deck. But I did come into this fully prepared for pulling nothing above a rare. Second Dudley Dan, that's good. Third Dudley Dan. Fourth Dudley Dan. Okay, so of the triple rares, we're needing 3 of each still, out of our remaining 10 pull. That doesn't seem like it's fantastic odds on that. And we need one more Perfect Guard, and I think it was it one more Skydiver? Okay, so shiny animation, please. There we go. Okay. Okay, so there's the last Skydiver. Second General Seyfried, assuming that is the name. Third one? That's a 5th Dudley Dan. That's going to get changed into materials. 4th perfect Guard anywhere? Skydiver? Oh, another triple rare. So we have 3rd General Seyfried. Nice. So we really want the last Perfect Guard. We could do definitely with a 2nd Juggernaut Maximum. 6th Dudley Dan, okay. Speaking of pulling cards in excess, I had similar luck with the Grand Blue event. I pulled about 7 Perfect Guards, 5 of the I forget which double rare, and then 0 of Chappie, which is the biggest keycard of the deck. Okay, so 9th pull. No doubles here. Last pull. No triple rare. Do we have a double? No double rare. So we have only the 3 Perfect Guards. Yes, and our Dudley Dan being converted into materials. So, I am going to build something out of this. I'm not going to make you watch it, and then I will be back with the list. And here's our deck. You'll notice that we have 4 Perfect Guards when we didn't pull 4 Perfect Guards. And the reason for that is, once I'd stopped recording, I noticed we had enough resources for 1 more single pack pull, and that's where that's come from. This is fantastic. It means our grade 1 and 2 lineups are now sorted. What isn't so great is our grade 3 lineup. 4 Skydivers, good. 3 General Seyfried, that's good enough. The reason being that once the 2nd round of support hits during the Asia Circuit arc, it is going to be obsoleted, so I'm not too torn up over that. What we really could do with more of is Juggernaut Maximum. This is a card which is still going to be used when the next round of support hits, and it is a big combo piece in the deck. We need more of it for consistency, for calling it with Skydiver from our hand, for calling it from deck when General Seyfried drive checks it. Having only the single one limits our combo potential, and it could lock us out if the single copy hits the damage zone. Regardless of that, we're going to show off what the deck can do in a game. Okay, so we have a Nova Grappler matchup. We're going first, and this is not a terrible hand. I'm very, very tempted to put this Perfect Guard back, but we won't. We do need to find a grade 2. We can find a grade 2, right? We're going to ride Dudley Dan. And we can probably avoid bullying because we're going first. But we do need a ride next turn. The opponent attacks in, we hit a draw trigger, which is nice. We find our rise target, which is even nicer. We're just going to do the basic thing, swing in, and react to what they do next turn. We might be able to push in. Okay, so they go into Transriser. Fairly low powered unit. They pull their Battle Riser back out, which they've just put in there. PG goes, not what we want, but it's not all bad. We now have Counterblast for a full combo turn, and I think we are just going to try to go for it. Okay, so we want this here. We want to make a trainer for actually, I'm kind of scared. Do we need Dudley Dan this turn? It will give us numbers. I think we're going to go for it. Oh, deselected it. Okay, so squad, we got Dudley Dan. We will put our Unite Attacker here because we need to get rid of that Interceptor. Do the Skydiver thing. Bring out our Bracky. We will have Bracky do its thing. Okay, so they get a trigger check. That's not fantastic. What can we make of this? I am... Am I? Yeah, I want to try and push through with the 1 more damage this turn, so we're going to bring out Juggernaut Maximum to ensure we get that. So we're not necessarily betting on triggers, which we did not get. That's good. Then we will do Power Boost thing with Juggernaut Maximum, get the 4th damage in. Juggernaut Maximum goes back to deck, keeping it safe, our 1 copy, and hopefully we will be able to do something interesting next turn to close out the game. They ride into Lion Heat? Lion Heat, that's the one. They have only the 1 Interceptor, that's interesting. They do have the equivalent to our squad, so they do have the restanding Interceptor if they want to restand the Interceptor. If I were them, I would go for it and take out our Unite Attacker. Yep. So our Perfect Guard comes into play, and they come down onto the Unite Attacker. Now, how to do this with basically no resources. We do need to take out the Interceptor. Sorry, yes, we should do that. So we're going to take out the Interceptor, we're going to swing in at the Vanguard, and then try to make some kind of play off the triggers, which we did not get. That's unfortunate, but it is how it is. So we're going to pray for one of our 3 remaining heals. As always, not too optimistic. 3 out of 24, not fantastic odds. But we do get it. Okay, appropriate reaction from Kyo. No triggers? No triggers? Okay, so we are, for whatever reason, still in the game. Question is, can we make anything of it? Okay, so I think we're going to try to take a slightly different tact this time. Just going to ride skip. We are going to go straight to battle. We do need to swing in at the Interceptor. And we will be looking for Skydiver. And draw triggers off this attack to get something to call out. We do find the draw trigger. That is pretty big. Power down onto the Interceptor. Not the Interceptor, the booster. We will get our attack down onto Lion Heat. And then we will fish for the wind. We do find the last attack. They only had one sentinel, and there's no heal. So we were prepared for the heal, just in case, but we didn't need it. So, after an hour and a half of ploughing our way through VP farmers, which you did not see on screen, we finally found a game to showcase Spike Brothers. We didn't quite get the fully extended combo, but we did show off the cards individually, and I'm not going back into the ranked queue for another hour to find a game. As for the game itself, we saw Seyfried, Skydiver, Juggernaut Maximum, and Dudley Dan all playing key roles. Our playing was more or less on point, with the opponent getting a lot of mileage out of their early aggression, while I decided to keep a handful of combo pieces. That is something any combo-based deck needing a number of pieces can potentially suffer from, but it would be significantly alleviated if our Great 3 lineup was fully fleshed out. In the end, that very almost cost us the game, with the heal coming in clutch. But that's all for today's video. Tomorrow we'll be doing something different, partially because finding a recordable game among VP farmers is driving me spare. So if you'd like to know when that video hits, you know what to do, and remember, I'll be seeing you next time.